As we draw to the end of 2020, a lot of our thinking and planning as a school shifts to 2021 and making sure that things are ready for a terrific year, our 175th year celebrations, which you'll hear more about over the coming weeks. But for a lot of our staff, our focus is on making sure the transition for our students, particularly those coming into the school, is a smooth one. And at the junior campus and senior campus, it's been wonderful to see a lot of activity in that space over the last fortnight. At the junior campus, a key staff member who's helping our students get ready for that transition is Mrs. King. What's been happening here at the junior campus to prepare for that transition?
So last Friday we had a fabulous orientation day for our new students. So we had a large number of students who came in. They were met by buddies at the gate. We also met with their parents, of course, and then they were taken up to their cohort that they will be with for next year, and they spent a really interesting day working in the classroom, outside, and also spending time in single subject lessons.
At the senior campus, we're also preparing for that transition, particularly for students coming into grade 7. And Mr. Foster, what's been happening at the senior campus in that regard?
Yeah, it was very busy last Friday. We were joined by not only students from the Broadland campus, but from other schools around Launceston and also northern Tasmania to experience what it's like at the senior campus. It's a very big campus, so a lot of that was just about orientation, where to go, how not to get lost, and to also meet our grade 7 team. Also, ahead of grade 7's been conversing and having meetings with staff across the state to get to know more about all of the new students coming to the senior campus next year.
So lots going on at both campuses, and two students who remember what it's like to be new, who made that transition only 12 months ago here to the junior campus, Sienna and Jack. You're stepping up to grade 7 next year, but thinking back to when you started, Sienna, what was it like to start here at Grammar?
I felt that it was a very welcoming experience, both with the students, me being buddied up with some students, and also the teachers being very helpful with all of us, and it was very good. Thank you.
And Jack, it's been a big year for you. What are the things that you've really enjoyed most about your time here at the junior campus this year?
I've really enjoyed being included in everything. There's no excluding and just oh, you're not in our team, you're not good enough or anything. And the teachers are always really kind to you and always helping you out if you've got a problem or anything.
It's great to hear from Sienna and Jack and Mr. Foster and Mrs. King, and certainly if there's any way we can support your child in their transition to that next step in their journey here at Grammar, please do be in touch, particularly with our heads of camp. For students at Launceston Church Grammar School, we're committed to providing a whole range of opportunities for them inside the classroom and beyond. As part of that, this year we've been extending our elective offering. That's included offering for the first time History Extended, a new drone-based elective in grade 8, and our aviation course is extended now into grades 9 and 10. And Dr. Rogers is leading that program. And as a result of the new elective coming into grade 9 and 10 this year, we're also working on this new facility here at the back of the senior campus. Some of you might have seen work happening on an old hall, which we're repurposing for a wonderful new aviation centre, which will open next year. Dr. Rogers, you've introduced this new course to Grammar. It builds on a lot of our history as a school. Why have you been so keen to get this course up and running?
There's four reasons. One is I just really like flying. Another, perhaps more important reason, we have students at the school who are working to become commercial pilots, and some of them have begun flying lessons and they're flying solo. We obviously want to do everything we can to encourage our students and to give the support that we can. Even for students who are not interested in doing flying as a career, there are huge benefits to learning aviation theory. It provides a real practical application for them where they can see where the maths and science that they're learning is useful and one place that it matters. So that's of benefit to anyone who's just interested in how the world works, even if they're not planning on becoming pilots. And the third reason is that learning to fly is really good for developing character. A huge amount of what we do is talking about risk management, risk assessment, being self-critical, knowing your own limitations. These are all things that it's important for us all to learn, perhaps particularly teenagers.
That's terrific to hear. And from the start of next year, you'll be in this new space, which is currently being worked on, but only a few weeks away from being finished. What are you looking forward to about teaching in here, and what are the benefits going to be for students?
2 and a bit years ago, we started building an aircraft. That's taken a pause this year, particularly during the COVID crisis. We'll be able to resume that much more effectively in this space. We've got a dedicated workshop that we'll be using with our students to assemble the aircraft. We've got a dedicated simulation room. It means we can double the number of flight sims that we're using for the elective and leave them permanently set up. So that's going to be very beneficial.
Well, for Luke and for Hugo, both of you have been doing aviation this year and you'll continue next year. You'll be in this space. For you, Luke, why did you choose to study this aviation course in grade 9?
Yeah, so I've been interested in flight for a really long time, ever since I've been young. So when I heard that Grammar was offering an aviation program, I thought it'd be helpful to complement my interests and, further my career potentially and open some new opportunities that haven't been presented before.
And for you, Hugo, after a year of studying this course, what have the highlights been? What have you really enjoyed?
Well, I've really enjoyed how realistic the simulators are and how you're actually flying a plane. And I've also enjoyed how it crosses over with maths and science, and all the actual theory of flying is all relative to what we've been learning in science and maths, especially this year.
It's wonderful to see all the different options available for students in the classroom, outside the classroom, particularly these new electives, and look forward to opening this new space for the grammar community in 2021. During the course of this week, it's been lovely to have alumni back on campus for a whole range of different purposes. We've had alumni back performing as part of our musical lunchtime concerts. Today, we've got a whole lot of alumni back for a cricket game, and Will, as captain of cricket for the coming season, you're leading the student team going up against the alumni. How are you feeling about the game ahead?
Yeah, look, it's always a good day versing the old boys. It's a great opportunity to practice what we've been learning at training, and it's always good to play on a great facility against a quality side.
Well, good luck today. It certainly is inspiring for students to have that chance to rub shoulders with alumni. And Dom, you've been coming back for these games for a while. What keeps you coming back?
Well, it certainly starts, Richard, with coming back and returning to the hollow turf in which we once played and had so many memories. It's good because it keeps multiple players connected to the school and coming back and to see each other again after all these years. It's certainly exciting.
Well, thanks for your part in what's going to be a great day. As the year comes to an end, we're very conscious that next year is our 175th, and very soon you'll be hearing more about opportunities to share your memories of your part in the grammar community over so many years for many in Launceston. And so look out for those opportunities, get involved, and certainly take those opportunities that will be there in 2021 to come back to grammar.